It always comes to this. Morning guys, here to do another tattoo progress update today. Where I last left off, I just showed off this one, this side, the green, red, blue, orange, all that, whatever you want to call it, color on black, on my left side. And before that we had done this one. It was a little bit scabby when I showed it off last. All the scabbing is pretty well gone. There's still just a little bit of that milky kind of filmy texture over top, but it's healing up great and the color's coming through more and more every day. When this was scabbed up, you couldn't really see the color very well, and you couldn't really see the black line around it very well either, because it was so kind of glossy looking, but the black line is coming back and all is well. So I had another session this week. It's a fairly short session. I'll get into that in just a minute. We're doing fairly short-ish sessions, so say an hour and a half to 2 hours roughly. Probably going to do that for quite a while on this chest piece, just because every time we work on this we're trying different colors and we're trying different things. I'll show the colors we used this time in the video here. I'll put them on the side. I used to try and remember all the different colors we used by name, but now we're using so many different ones that it's impossible to, so that's part of why I've gone to putting the colors we've used in the video. We're in completely unexplored terrain and doing new things every week. Even for us, it's like a new journey every time, trying new methods every time. So I've had a few comments from people, and don't get me wrong, I take it always with a grain of salt, that we're not getting much done. How long are you sitting? Are you sitting for like 5 minutes? That kind of thing. No. Putting color in over black is incredibly difficult. Just to begin with, it's difficult. That being said, we're going through the long road trying to figure out which colors work best. We're trying to figure out which colors to do first, and how to use black, how to use white with this, what order of operations is best to get this to work. And so it is taking a minute. I was good with that from the get-go, but part of my apprehension always for sharing progress, and it's always been this way no matter what I've been doing. It was this way when I was doing my first bodysuit. It was that way when I was doing my blackout, and now it's this way when I'm doing new stuff over top. Most people are very, very impatient and have no vision. You couple those things together, you get this sort of petulant child-like attitude where it's like, why isn't it done yet? How is it not done yet? Is he working on you for 5 minutes? Where is the chest piece? How long until the chest piece is done? It's like, I'm not in any hurry. I'm not in any hurry for the chest piece done. If I have my way, this will take anywhere from 20 to 40 sessions to be done. And that's how we're going to get a really quality piece out of it. Now, before I keep ranting, I should show off what we did. So this was this week. We did this part here, and then we did these eyes up here. So Rick decided that he would try a different method this week, where this week we tried, when we worked on this one, we did all the color, and then we worked over here, we didn't do all the color. You did some of the color and some of the white over here, I should say. It's mostly most of the color in this tentacle and then some of the white. We didn't do the black. This time, he didn't do all the color and he didn't use any of the white over here. This time we did all the color and the black, just in a smaller area. Now, the reason why we're trying different things every time is we're trying to see which heals better and which gives a better result. Now, this healed really, really well, and I'm happy with how that color came out, but I'm happier with this session. This isn't fully healed yet, but it will be soon. This is actually looking better than it was this time last week, so I'm assuming this will as well. What I'm learning with the color on black, still learning every week, is that once it goes into this kind of dull look, and then it comes back stronger. Starts out super vibrant, go home a couple hours later, it's dulled out a bit, and then it comes back to life. It's even better than it was. Like, this looks better than it did when I showed it off first time. Same as this. So you're gonna have to bear with me. That being said, this looks awesome. Even if it never looks better than that, or if it never looks worse, like if it stays like this, that's perfect. We did the black first and then the color with this one. That's the first time Rick's used black in the color. He was thinking of putting all the black in last, but still trying new things every week. So he's happy with how that result went. So we'll be doing the other side the same way next. So it'll be another shortish session, I believe, unless Rick is feeling like doing more than that. It's going to be very procedural. We'll do this, and then we'll come back over here and do some more of the tentacle, and then we'll come back over here, do more of the tentacle, and then come back over here and do the top. So that's our next 3 weeks, or 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks. So I've talked a lot about tattoo healing and how I like to do things. So I'll just touch briefly on it again, but when you do these full color tattoos, because everything we're doing isn't just adding color, they're full color. If you're gonna do a tattoo on black, I don't care if it's white or black or whatever, or color on top of blackout, the whole area is gonna have to be saturated. You can do these little line work white on black pieces if you want, but don't complain to me that the white isn't vibrant. I've talked enough about it now that people should have a wealth of information that when you do that, those white lines don't show very well. You need to back them up with something else. It's the same reason why this is so vibrant right now, is because there's black in there with the white, okay? So same thing, this color isn't super vibrant right now. Once we get the black behind it, it's gonna look more like this one. And I knew all along what the plan is. I know that it's gonna be that bold. It's gonna be something like this, but we're trying to figure out the best method of operation for that. So is that putting the black in first? Well, I think that might be the case, is to do the black with the color, same as we found out with the white on black, where if you do the white and the black together, they show up better and seem to heal better, seem to age better. It's like it borders the ink. It's a weird thing. It's almost like you put a wall in when you put the black in there, or when you put the white with the black. It sort of keeps things sectioned off of one another. It doesn't spread as much. I have a tentacle down here. See if I can show it off. Hold on. I have a tentacle down on my stomach here that was never staying very well. That one, no matter what we did, didn't seem to want to stay. Now it's staying really well because we did the white and the black at the same time. It actually hasn't changed at all. And I was actually to the point of, we'll try it one more time and then we'll give up on it. I was kind of in that territory with that one. So that's the benefit of taking this slow, is you get to figure out how it works. If we were to just run at this chest piece and try and do it all in one session, we'd probably end up with a pretty crappy result, honestly. For the people out there who want to go in and sit and have a terrible session on their wherever, their chest, their arm, whatever, and do 8 hours and be Superman for some reason about it, with no knowledge learned, no view of how things healed, you're going to end up with a crappy tattoo if you're in this kind of a field. If you're doing work over top of black, I do not recommend that approach, okay? If I haven't been clear enough about this should be done as a marathon, especially when you're into stuff like this. I have already blacked out work. I blacked out a great chest piece. I'm planning on doing a better chest piece now. So that means taking the time and watching it heal. Just want to be really thorough about that for the people who are having a hard time with this process, watching me build the layers. Some people have been great. Some people really like the slow reveal. You know, some people see it. They understand that, you know, this is actually a 2-hour session. This is a 2-hour session. It's not 5 minutes, and we're learning. You can see as we go, this was the first session. This was the second session, okay? Third session, quite a bit better than the second session. And the fourth session of color on black on this chest is the best yet. If we did this all the first day, if we did all of these the first day, and I could have sat for it, Rick wouldn't work that long to begin with. He's not going to. He's got a short wind. He's an older artist. He's been doing this for a long time and he doesn't have that much stamina for it anymore. That's besides the point. The point is, when we first did this, if we had have done all of it at the same time, we wouldn't have been able to work on any of this for weeks. We'd have to let it all heal. And God knows what kind of damage the tissue would have. We would be creating scar tissue for pushing too far, most likely, and I have enough of that as it is. The work would be taking longer to heal, and I'd have weeks off where I can't touch anything in between. So, all things to consider when you're taking on a big project. Do you want to push too far and get a worse product? Or do you want to take it bit by bit and get something better? It is just that simple too, by the way, if I haven't been clear enough. Anyway, if we had done it all at the same time, we wouldn't have this result. We would have this result up here. We would have this result over here, because we're not learning as we go then. So I just wanted to make that super clear, because there are people who have been taking that kind of a lane with me, and you're gonna find if you go about this sort of thing that way, you're gonna have a worse piece. I'm going to have the best piece possible, and it's gonna be the piece that most people that do this sort of thing, if they ever do this sort of thing, aren't gonna have the patience for. As I've been saying for quite a while, I don't think this can ever become a trend because there is so much impatience. I love every bit of this. I love the fact that next week I'll be showing off the other side of this face. And just because it's not there yet doesn't mean I don't know it's gonna be there. It's not like you're a kid waiting for Christmas and it's like summer or something. We're grown-ups now. We should be able to go, oh, I understand where this project is going. So that's enough, right? And once you know how it's going to look, it doesn't matter if it takes a minute to get there. It really doesn't. All that matters is that plans are in motion. I wish more people could get to that point. Anyway, I'm really happy with how this is looking. I knew kind of what it was going to look like anyway. I kind of designed this whole thing with Rick. So I know step by step kind of where we're going. It's just about figuring out which colors work best and then getting there. Anyway, sorry this one was a bit ranty. Had a few things to get off my chest here. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day.